Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coach G coming to you live. Capitol High School. All right, let's get ready for some football over here. Capitol versus Española Valley High School. You know, the Jaguars against the Sundevils. Good matchup tonight. And let's wait for the national anthem and everything else that's going to happen. So, all right, they're going through their basic introduction just like we are, and they're giving you the sportsmanship, and it's the same by law, the NMAA, and any egregious act by any player, coach, fans, and you'll get one strike against you, and then two strikes, and then your whole team just can't compete anymore. So what they're trying to say is just behave. Just behave. All right, we're going to introduce some of the officials for tonight, September 5th, 2025, Española Valley High School versus Capitol. Referee, you got Steven Aragon. Umpire, Marco Coca. Head linesman, Daryl Bernard. Line judge, Christopher Davidson. And back judge, Joel Silva. All right, those are your officials for tonight's game. As we proceed, as you well know right now, and you've probably read the messages, and it's been lightning delay after lightning delay. We got here about 5:30, and we thought, well, okay, it's going to come, it's going to go, lightning coming in, lightning going out. And yes, it did. But then it was just right after the other, one right after the other. And finally, the skies are clear, the lightning has passed. And we're going to start now in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes to go. So let's introduce some of the players that are going to be playing tonight. We'll go with Capitol High School. Capitol High School, their offensive team, number 0, Enrique Beita. He's a junior. He's playing strong safety and wide receiver. Number 4, Josh Baker, linebacker, running back. He's a junior. Number 6, Jordan Cardenas. He's a sophomore, 5'6". I know his father very well. He's from Cuesta. His father's from Cuesta, right? Good. His mother and I are really good friends. We were classmates. We graduated together. Lenora Ariano. So, yeah, it looks like the Cardenas family is coming here to Santa Fe. And just to mention another one, number 3, Jacobo Cardenas, who used to play for Cuesta, is in Santa Fe right now. He's an outside linebacker, quarterback. He's a junior, and he just transferred from Cuesta. So, Cuesta connection over here, and I like giving out, the northern connection, and Cuesta, Taos, and so on. Number 13, Nico Salazar, strong safety, wide receiver. He's a senior. Number 15, their quarterback, Ace Bachicha, free safety. He's a junior. He's awesome. He's putting up some statistics, some stats. So watch for him to have a good, decent game tonight. And let's see what Española can put up against him defensively. Number 53, Jaden Montoya. He's defensive end guard, senior. Number 66, Noah Hernandez. He's a center, defensive tackle, sophomore. Number 69, Aiden Lopez. He's a defensive tackle and offensive tackle. He's junior. Number 70, Dakota Abbott. He's a guard, defensive tackle. He's a junior. Number 71, Elijah Miranda. He's a defensive tackle, offensive tackle. He's a freshman. And number 89, Elias Griego. He's defensive end, tight end, and he's a senior. So you see that Capitol is really, really young and not really inexperienced, but they had their work cut out. So they're 0-2, but they played really hard, tough teams, Santa Fe High and St. Michael's. So that's where they, let's see if they can get something going tonight. But Española has to get tough. The coaching staff for Capitol, John Salazar is the head coach. He's been here second year. His assistants, Las Griego, Joseph Matig Garcia, Mario Montoya, Miguel Ojeda, James Perlman, David Rodriguez, Santos Salazar, Roberto Solarzano, and Robert Trujillo. Those are your assistant coaches. And that's Capitol's offense. We'll kind of mix it up back and forth here and there. We just want to get an extra introduction of the players and see how they're going after that. Española Valley doesn't really change much. Their offensive line and offensive personnel from the few games that we've already broadcasted. You got number 1, Benny Trujillo. He's a sophomore. Number 3, Santiago Trujillo is a junior. Michael Maestas, one of their running backs. He's number 4. He's a senior. Number 5, Erwin Primero, the quarterback. He's a senior. Number 6, Cody Trujillo, sophomore. Number 7, Cody Cofin. He is a senior. You got some of your linemen. Dylan Sandoval. He's an outside linebacker. He's a senior. Colt Herrera is number 45. Middle linebacker, tight end. He's a junior. Going to some of the linemen, Nicolas Martinez is on the sideline. He's injured. That's one of their key losses from the first game. He needs to get strong and healthy to come back and help out that team. Number 52, Nicolas Martinez, outside linebacker, nose guard, sophomore. Daniel Lucio, outside line, defensive line, sophomore. Number 63, Zeke Westfall. He's a freshman. Number 65, Aiden Gwynn. All right, Michael Gwynn. Yeah, I know his father. Outside linebacker, defensive line, defensive line. Mateo Maldonado, 68. He's a center, sophomore. Number 70, Cameron Gwynn, center, defensive line, freshman. Number 72, Carlos Ornelas, outside linebacker, sophomore. All right, we're going to rise for the national anthem at this time. The staff, head coach Caleb Holbrick, Ernest Aragon, Julian Trujillo, and Mark Ledoux, assistant coaches. So we're going to go for the national anthem at this time. All right, like they say in baseball, play ball. All right, let's get on with this. You know, we've waited long enough. The rain delays, lightning, everything else. Let's get down to business. All right. So we got a game going. Let's see the toss in the middle. Let's get the captains out there and see who's going to receive the ball, who's going to kick the ball, and we'll go from there. That looks like so far it's already been discussed that somebody's going to kick, somebody's going to receive. It looks, I don't see the captains. I guess they did a short interlude inside the locker rooms. It looks like Española is going to kick, Capital's going to receive, and they're facing east to west. Capital in their backfield has number 9. Vicente Gonzalez, and on the other side it will have 0, which would be Enrique Abeta, the 2 receivers receiving the ball. Kicking off should be number 8, Ariel Quintana. Ariel Quintana ready to kick off for the Sundevils. And kick is off, and here we go. It's a boot right over the middle, knuckleball, fielded at the 10-yard line, picked up by Abeta. Abeta on his horse. He's at the 10, 20, 30, 40. He's at the 50, at the 40, being chased down by Ariel Quintana. Quintana takes him down to the 25-yard line. So that was a breakaway return, and that was Enrique Abeta. Enrique Abeta from Capital. Catching him from behind would be the kicker, Ariel Quintana. So Española lines up on defense. Let's see what kind of offensive formation Capital's going to come out on him. I'm sure they scouted and they saw that Española's defense has a few flaws in it, but I'm sure Coach Holbrook's watched film and scouted Capital to see what flaws they can have, and how can they stop them right here. So that was one heck of a run back all the way down to the 25. So it's 1st and 10 on the 26. Okay, my bad. 26, 1st and 10 on the 26. Española coming out on a 4-3. Looks like they're blitz. They're showing blitz right off the bat, and it's a bootleg. Quarterback on the outside, taking it all the way down for a great gain. Tackled out of bounds by Michael Maestas and several other Sundevils on that key right there. So quarterback right off the bat. I mentioned him, Ace Bachicha, taking the ball and running it all the way down to the 18-yard line. So it's 2nd and a short 2. Ball's on the 18. Capital going in. Española setting up in their 3 down linemen. Linebackers look like they're going to blitz. Quarterback, handoff over the middle, to the back, to the line, but the running back's not going down. The running back is not going down. Española needs to wrap up and force him down to the ground. And that looks like it was number 6, Jordan Cardenas, a sophomore. Good skills. He's a Cuesta boy. Well, his father was, or is, Cuesta boy. Let's see what Capital comes back with. It's 1st and 10. Ball's on the 14-yard line. There you go, snap. Quarterback back to pass, and he takes it up the middle. It's open, it's wide open, and he goes down right before the goal line. So it's down at the 1-yard line. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Simple bootleg. Bachicha takes the ball all the way down to the 1-yard line that goes down. And they place it on the 2-yard line right now. So it's 1st down and goal for Capital. Española needs to tighten up that defense to not leave it so wide open. All right, 1st and goal. Ball's on the 2-yard line. Capital in spread formation. Quarterback handoff to number 4. And that's Josh Baker. Josh Baker takes it in for a touchdown. So that's 6. Capital gets on the board first. 6-0. Handoff to Josh Baker from Ace Bachicha. Touchdown right off the bat with 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter of a rain delay football game. Capital setting up for the extra point. Kicker setting up. Daryl Montague with the kick. And no good. Blocked at the line of scrimmage. So no extra point on that round. Kicker blocked. So the score is 6, Capital 6, Española Valley 0. 10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Española's got to readjust right now. They got to get their offense going really quick and make up that 6 points fast. All right, so until they start getting ready for the kickoff, let's see what else is going on. Española has in the backfield receiving. That would be Benny Trujillo, number 1, and number 4 would be Michael Maestas. Right in the middle with them as a receiver also, number 7, Cody Cofin. So they got a trio of receivers set to get the ball. Capital's kicker is number 88, Daryl Montague, who just tried the extra point and had it blocked. Kick is off, and it's a knuckleball straight up the middle. It's taken at the 10-yard line. 10-yard line, taking up to the 20, cutting the corner all the way to the 30, 40. He's at midfield right now, down close to the 45-yard line. So that was Michael Maestas taking the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And Española will take over. 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line. Let's see what kind of tricks Coach Holbrook has up his sleeve. Erwin Primero, the quarterback, experienced quarterback. They've been throwing a lot this year, so let's see if they're going to stick to the short pass. You don't want to air it out. You just want to take your time, take some time off the clock. 10 minutes, 11 seconds. So right now, Española with the ball. Capital on a 4-3 defense. 4 down rushman. 4 down lineman. Ball is snapped. Primero hands off to number 3. That's Santiago Trujillo. He takes it around the corner and picks up about 3 or 4 yards. So that'll be 2nd down and 6. So ball carrier was Santiago Trujillo. Looks like they're going to mix it up a little bit. The first 2 games they've been passing a lot. Now they're just going to settle down and try and take it as much as they can. So Capital defense, they're 4 down linemen. It's like a 4-3 defense. Española with Primero in the quarterback spot. Right behind him is Benny Trujillo, number 1. And let's see what they got. Primero looking outside. Quick pass to the outside to Michael Maestas, and he's down right away. Okay, no gain, nothing. So that brings that down to 2nd down. 3rd down. 3rd down and 6 yards to go. No gain. Actually, he lost a yard, so that's 3rd down and 7. Española mixing it up more than what I've seen the first 2 games. You know, run, pass, and it's working somewhat, but they need to be patient and get that quick breakaway, which they're used to. All right, Española setting off on the twins. All right, twins right, single back. Snap, Primero looking downfield, passes off. It's caught right by Michael Maestas at the 45 and taken down immediately. So it was a gain of a couple of yards, but nothing enough to get them the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and a short 3. 4th down and a short 3. All right. The short pass looks like it's working. It just needs to come around a little bit better. Let's see what Española has. Are they going to kick? Are they going to take? No, it looks like they're kicking right now. Ariel Quintana is in the backfield getting ready. Benny Trujillo blocking. You got twins. Single back. Nope. Single back for Capital. Kick is off. It's up. It's up. It's up. It's going. And it hits the ground. It's not going to be fielded. It's going to be downed. So it'll be down at around the 17-yard line. So Capital will take it 1st down and 10 on the 17-yard line. Española's defense needs to tighten up right now. They need to keep their linebackers home and fill in the gaps. Right now they were blitzing, and they're over blitzing right now, and Capital looks like they're reading the defense. So Española needs to settle down, tighten up their defense, and not give them any space to run. All right, Capital coming out to the line of scrimmage. You got Bechicha, quarterback, number 4, Josh Baker, who scored the touchdown. Española sitting in blitz. Josh Baker's around the corner, but he's met at the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down by several. Dylan Sandoval, Colt Herrera, and Javier Garcia. All right, he did gain several yards. He gained 4 yards, so that's going to be a second and 6. And ball's going to be on the 22-yard line. 7 minutes and 49 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Capital staying in the same thing. You got Bachicha and Baker in the backfield. They're spread off as they got trips right. Trips right, looking to the outside for a screen pass, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. All right, screen pass, trips right, and it didn't go anywhere. So that'll bring it down. That should bring it down to 3rd and 6. It is 3rd down and 6. Española, like I said, Española's defense has to tighten up, and it looks like they're tightening up. They're actually reading some of these plays that are going to happen before they happen. Capital trying to adjust. And here they come out. There they got twins. Capitals comes out with twins. Española adjusting. one free safety in the back. And you got Batista and Baker. Lone back. Looking out, set it out. He's set out, and it's incomplete. Incomplete to number 6, Jordan Cardenas. So, 4th down and 6. Capital will punt. Fourth down and long 6. Punters out in the field, and that is Dariel Montague. Okay, we're getting set for the kick. All right. Kick is off. All right. It's a good kick, and it goes way far back, and it's taken down at the 39-yard line. Hang time. Fair call. Fair catch. And that was Benny Trujillo calling the fair catch. Española gets the ball on offense. And let's see if that offense can move. They moved it fairly well that first session they had. Now let's see if they can improve on that and get across the 50-yard line and score some points. Española needs points. It's kind of hard to come from behind. 7 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Española lines up, trips right or left, trips left. Capital looks like they're going to blitz off the 4. They got a 5-man front. All right, they're loading the box. Primero airs it out, and he's gone down deep, and it looks like a catch. Catch! And that is a caught ball. Number 7, Cody Kofin, the tall guy. Cody Kofin comes out about 6'3". He's a senior, so he's got a lot to prove, and that's a first down. They cross midfield. They're in their own territory right now. They're in Capital territory right now. So it's first down and 10 on the 33-yard line. Española looking very well. That passing game is just got to come together for Española to move it around. Capital sticking to their 4-man front, but they got 2 linebackers that look like they're going to blitz. Primero in the backfield. Gets the ball. Handoff to the side. Santiago Trujillo gains some yards, but it's going to be negated by a flag. And usually when you have a flag in the backfield, it's holding. Let's see for the official call. Official call, holding. So that's going to take him back. That'll take him back 15 yards. Actually 10. It wasn't too obvious. So 10. So you got first down and 25. 15 back. So it took him all the way back to the 43-yard line. First and 10 on the 40. First and 15 on the 43-yard line. Okay, Española winding up. There you got trips left. And single back in the backfield. Primero calls it the number, looks downfield. He's got it going, and he's taken down for a sack. Actually, the ball got loose, and it's picked up by Española lineman. You'd love to see a lineman get the ball. And that's number 55, Daniel Lucio, who saved a fumble. All right, that was very dangerous right there. Capital came off the edge on a blitz, and they were caught up. There's a flag on the play. Okay, let's see what the flag is all about. Looks like it's going to be against Española because they're moving down that way. All right. That was an illegal block. And now Española's in a deeper hole right now. They're all the way back into their territory on the 47-yard line. So it's first and too many yards to go. I just won't say. It's first and many to go on the 47. But it's first down. No, they got more place to go. All right, Española coming out on offense. They got trips left again. All right, single back. Capital showing their 4-man front. All right, Primero calling out the signals. Primero gets the ball. He's looking downfield. He's got somebody open. He's got it, pass, and it's broken up. Incomplete over the middle to Benny Trujillo. And Benny Trujillo was caught from behind, and now he's limping off the field. Looks like Trujillo might be limping off the field. Let's see if the athletic trainer can take care of him. It doesn't look good. Hopefully Trujillo gets taken care of and then he can come back and play. All right, that's 3rd down. All right, 2 incomplete passes. Same formation. They got trips left. Line up.
Let's go, defense!
Primero calling the shots. Primero back to pass, looking downfield. He's got somebody open, and it's caught at the 40-yard line into Capital territory, but that still doesn't give him a first down. It just gets them out of the hole. That was a 20-yard completion. 20-yard completion to Michael Maestas all the way down, but it's still going to be 4th down. I got a punt. 5 minutes and 20 seconds, counting down to the first quarter. Score on the board. Capital 6, Española 0. And we got a timeout. We got time on the field. Timeout Española. They got to think it over. They're so far into their own in Capital territory right now. It could be the strategy that, okay, let's go for it. We got nothing to lose. But with that said and done, we'll take a little break and we'll come back here in a bit. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Timeout broken. 5 minutes, 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Like I said, score on the board. Capital 6, Española 0. Española offensive formation. They got trips left. Actually, they're in twins. They went back to trips. Primero calling, looking downfield. He's got a man open. It's right over the middle, and it's caught. And that's Michael Maestas, and he's loose. He's going all the way in, and it's a touchdown. I see a flag back in the backfield. There's a flag on the play. My goodness, that was such a good play. You hate to see a flag or have him come all the way back. And 9 times out of 10, when it's in the backfield like that, a holding call is going to come around. And Coach Holbrook, the field position that they're at, they had none to lose. All right, it was a chop block. It was an illegal hit. It was on the Jaguars, so Española's on the board. With that gamble on 4th down, that gave Española 6 points. So the gamble paid off. That was a good play right over the middle. 5 minutes and 6 seconds. It's a tie ball game, 6-6. Let's see if Ariel Quintana can kick the extra point and put him ahead by 1. All right, getting ready for the extra point. Ball is snapped, down, kick is up, it looks good. And it's good. Española takes over. All right, score on the board right now with 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter. It's Española 7, Capital 6. All right, so let's wait for the kickoff to come around. And Española, all they had to do was settle down, get all their ducks in a row, and sure enough, don't panic. If you're behind, do not panic. And it looks like that's not what they're doing. They got put in the hole by 20, 30 yards off penalties and stuff. So they didn't panic. They came back and they made a touchdown out of it. All right, Española getting set to kick off. You got 2 receivers back for Capital. Number 9, which is Vicente Gonzalez, and number 20, which is Anthony Montoya. All right, they're assessing the penalty on the kickoff right now, so it's going to be a short field. They're going to be kicking off the Capital 35. So instead of doing the penalty during the extra point, they're doing it on the kickoff right now. So kicking off at the 35 doesn't leave much room for error. They could actually just do an onside kick right now, and it wouldn't really matter. There goes Quintana coming up to the ball. It's kicked. It's off. It's gone. It's touchback. It's all the way in the backfield. So Capital will have to take the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. And let's see if Española's defense can stick with what they did previously and not give Capital time to throw the ball and or hand off the ball. And let's see what's going to happen here after this. 5 minutes, 6 seconds into the first quarter. Score is 7-6 in Española's favor. Española on defense. Let's see what they're going to come out on now. They're going to do a 3-man front, a 4-man front, and blitz. Looks like right now they're in a 3-4. But their linebackers are really aggressive, crashing at a moment's notice. All right, you got Bachicha on the quarterback. Baker, handoff up the middle, didn't go anywhere. Ball's out, but I think he was down by contact. So Bachicha quarterback, Baker lone running back on the back. Cardenas on the outside as one of the receivers. He started as a running back. Now they put him out to the receiver side. Española's defense looks really tough right now. It should be 2nd and 10 because the ball didn't go anywhere. Caught him right at the line. Let's see what the officials are discussing right now. Like there was a flag and there was a penalty. There was a penalty, but I didn't see any flags. Holding. He was holding on Capital. They push him all the way back to the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and 20 on the 10-yard line. Capital just being pushed back. Española tightening up right now. They might have had the jitters from, waiting so long because of the rain, the lightning, all those delays. But Española's defense is really showing up right now. All right, you got that front line. Colt Herrera. Zeke Westfall, 63. Let me see who else I can spot. And number 8, that's Ariel Quintana. He's one of the outside defensive ends. All right, direct snap to Bachicha. He's on the roll. He's caught in the backfield. It's like, oh, he's in the end zone right now. Is he going to go down? No, he threw the ball. He threw it away, and it's incomplete. But there could have been a safety. There's a flag on the play. That could be roughing the passer because it looks right where the quarterback was at. And Bachicha looks, he's a little shaken up. Let's see what the official. Personal foul, roughing the passer. That's going to bring him out. That's a first down, automatic first down. Roughing the passer, which means Bachicha got rid of the ball. And somebody hit him after he had already let it go, which is not really unsportsmanlike, but in the heat of the moment, it shouldn't have been done. Española shot themselves in the foot on this one. All right, so it's 1st and 10 on the 25 right now. Capital zone 25, 1st and 10. Española's defense is holding tough, and they need to get tougher right now and ease away from those penalties. All right. All right, Capital looks like they're in a wing-type formation. Slots, and quarterback ready to pass. He's out. He threw it. It's overthrown. Española's defense is really playing really tough. With the incomplete pass, that'll bring it down to 2nd and 10 on the 25, Capital Zone 25. So it looks like Capital's line is maybe falling apart. Could be. Española's putting in the pressure, and that's what they need to do all night long. If they want to win this game, they need to put the pressure, keep it on. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this first quarter. All right, going fairly well. Capital breaks the huddle, comes onto the line of scrimmage. Okay, they went out of that little wing formation. Now they're back again. They're playing it tight. It's strong right. Okay, they got trips, and it looks like a slot. Bachicha handing off to number 4, Baker, and he takes it. He cuts the corner, and he's on the outside. There was no containing. The defensive ends on Española are getting too excited and trying to get in, and they're just sucking themselves in. So Baker with a big long run. All right, so going to be. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. So gain of 5 yards. Going to be 3rd and 5. Española needs to contain on the outsides. They can't let that run get to the outside. Capital. Okay, got that front line of Española. There's 3 down line. It's like a 3-4, but the linebackers are blitzing and going for it. Pass to the outside, incomplete. Nobody was even looking at that time. He just threw it to the sideline. Whoever was supposed to be on key was not. So it's incomplete. That'll bring it down to 4th down, 4th and 5. Capital going to go for it. It's kind of risky right now, being this far into their own territory. That's giving Española something to work on and may score another touchdown. But you got to gamble. You got to go for it. You got to do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Looks like the kicker's out there. Kicker Daniel Mungu. Looks like he's out there ready to kick. Okay. Okay, false start. So that's 4th down. Decline. They got a kick. So you got the lone receiver for Española, Michael Maestas, set to receive the ball. Kicking, Daniel Montague. And the kick is off. It's a high snap kick and fair catch at the 38, 39-yard line. So Española will take over on their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 39 for Española. And Española looks like after that first possession really calmed down. They're looking good so far. 4 minutes and 19 seconds left in this first quarter. Española 7. Capital 6. It's a whole different ball game now. Capital struck first. Okay, Jaguars struck first. They had paid dirt at 6, missed the extra point, but it looks like they were going to control a lot better than what they are now, and Española just settled down. Now they're into their thing. Their trips right or trips left. Primero looking downfield. Primero back, looks to the outside. Quick screen out to Maestas. Maestas takes it, and he's still on his feet. He's up. He's close to a 1st down. He is very close. I think that was a 9-yard pickup for Maestas from Primero. And it'll be 2nd and a short 1 right at the 48-yard line, 47-yard line. 48-yard line. All right, 2nd and a short 1. Pickup of 9 yards. Okay, clock is still ticking. Española comes out on offense. Capital is still in that 4-man front. The 3 linebackers are kind of just. All right, it's a handoff over the edge, and it's a fumble. It's a fumble. Handoff to Benny Trujillo. Drop the ball, and it's a fumble. Capital recovers on their own 45-yard line. So it's a fumble. Capital recovers the fumble by Benny Trujillo. Capital will take over 1st and 10 on their own 45. First really good bad turnover of the game. 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Score Española 7, Capital 6. All right. What can Española do right now to negate this fumble? Can they hold him to 4 downs and have him kick, or can they make a turnover of their own? We'll see what's going on. So what we're looking at right now is we got a 2-man backfield. We got Twins left, and Española sending everybody. They got a 7 in the box, and they hand off to Baker. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard or two. We got a Capital player with his helmet off. That means an automatic 1 day off or 1 play off. He comes to the sideline, readjust his helmet. But to set somebody in as a replacement, all right, a kid better know his business because it's not getting any better. Española's defense, they're shooting their linebackers a lot. 3 down. The backers are coming off the edge and in the middle, which is good. All right. So Capital goes back to the regular offense. They got a stack. And it's a handoff to Baker. He bubbles it. It's a fumble. It's a fumble. They're fighting for it. And looks like Capital keeps the ball. It was a fumble, but they kept it. All right. Baker recovered his own fumble, but that drew him back like 5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down and 15. Ball's going to be on the 42-yard line. That could have been very costly, but if you receive your own fumble, it's getting the job done. Española's defense is getting really tough as we go along. We're coming up to a 2-minute mark in the first quarter. All right, game's going fairly quick because they are running a lot, which is great. All right, Capital goes to their trips left, single back. It looks like they're going to pass. Española with their 3 down linemen. Linebackers filling gaps. You know, Dylan Sandoval is really coming in hard. Bachicha keeps the ball, and he's all the way up to midfield. Midfield and taken down at the 50-yard line. All right, he's taken down by number 82. That's Leonard Martinez. Leonard Martinez, I haven't heard that name in a while. And, yeah, I guess mostly he's on defense. I haven't seen him on offense. But he used to carry the ball. He was an all-around athlete last year's offense. It's 4th down and 7 to go. Capital decides to punt the ball. Down in the backfield, you got Michael Maestas for Española to receive the ball. Number 88, Daniel Montague. All right, snap. Kick is off. It's a line drive, and it's going to roll all the way down in. And he goes into the end zone, which is a touchback. All right, so instead of getting caught in the red zone in the 5-yard line, it'll come back to a 20. 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for the Sundevils. 1 minute, 4 seconds left in this first quarter. Score on the board is Española Valley 7, Capital 6. All right, take a little break while they change sides. All right, here we go. Just had to take water. You know, the voice has to maintain so I can give you guys the play-by-play and let you know what's going on. Española's got trips right. Single back. All right. The running back has changed. It's number 3, Santiago Trujillo. Primero back to pass. Airs it out. Short pass. His aim was for Michael Maestas, and he was covered. It was dual coverage right there. He was doubled up. I think they already know that his favorite player is Michael Maestas, so they're going to start double teaming him. So Primero's got to pick a different wide receiver to go to, and that stops the clock under 1 minute. All right. Secondary for Capital is keeping a good eye on who Primero's looking at, and that's number 4, Maestas. He already scored once. So let's see right now. So Española comes out on twins. All right, twins, single back, which is Santiago Trujillo, Primero. All right. In motion was Benny Trujillo, but then they give off to the other side, and there goes Santiago on the sideline. He's close. He was on his feet past the 1st down. I thought he was out of bounds, but he kept on his feet. Let's see where the officials pointed. That was a gain of about... That was a gain of about 18 yards for Santiago Trujillo. All right, clock, he was inbound, so clock is going to keep running. Española comes out on offense. They got trips right. Single back, Trujillo. And here we go. Capital with the 4-man front. But it looks like they're actually going into the wrong gaps, if you can tell. Primero, quick to the outside to Trujillo, and he gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. I think he loses quite a few yards. He loses quite a few on that screen to the outside. He lost 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 15. We're under 10 seconds. The quarter's going to end. And that's a quarter, ladies and gentlemen. That's first quarter with the score 6. We're going to take a little break right now, and we'll come back to you with second quarter action. Stand by. All right, we're back. All right, teams are talking over. First quarter's over. Second start. Fresh 12 minutes. Fresh new 12 minutes. Española in control right now. They lost 5 yards on that first play. It's 2nd and 15. They came out on twins right now. Single back. Primero back to pass. He airs it out. It's gone. It's gone. Open receiver all the way down. And he's on his horse. He's going down. That's Cody Cofin. All the way down. Cody Cofin all open. All by himself. Cody Cofin, he's like at 6'3", and there was nobody. Capital's secondary just fell asleep. And you want to tag on to the big man because you know if they're going to come to him. I think they were focusing too much on covering Michael Maestas because that's who he was going to a lot. And that brings the score up to 13. Española 13, Capital 6. Ariel Quintana is set to kick that extra point. He makes that extra point. It's going to be 14. Let's see. Set up. Michael Maestas holding. All right, there's the kick. It's off. It's up. It's up. It's up. And it's good. So that brings the score to 14. Española Valley 14. Capital 6. 11 minutes and 49 seconds left in the second quarter till halftime. All right, so Española gave up 6 points right off the bat, and it looked like, well, they're going to struggle. They got pushed back. They were in their own field. They had a 1st and 30 yards to go. They're not falling apart. Their composure is getting better and better as the game goes on. Capital, their secondary is falling asleep. They're not using their linebackers aggressively like they should be. And Española is just taking care of business. You know, don't freak out just because they put 6 on you right away. So let's see what's going to happen here as Española kicks off to Capital. And you got your same 2 in the back right now. You got Vicente Gonzalez and Anthony Montoya set to receive the ball. Ariel Quintana from Española set to kick the ball. All right. He's a good kicker. If he wants to put it in the end zone, he'll put it in the end zone. But more times he'll kind of give it a knuckleball, get it down, let him fight for it and see what they can bring back with it. So Española breaking out right now. Quintana set to kick. Okay. We got a game. The kick is off, and it's a knuckleball straight over the top. It bounces, and it's taken by Montoya. Montoya takes it up to 20, 25. He stopped at the 25, and a fumble! Fumble on the ball. Fumble on the run right there, but... And there's a flag on the play also at the same time. Could be a face mask or something of that nature. All right, so he brought the ball back up. He fielded the ball right around the 10-yard line. Brought it all the way back in. Another flag gets thrown out. Looks, well, I didn't see it. That was just the referee's arm. But right now it's first down. First down and 10 on the 29-yard line for Capital. Española defense. They got their three down linemen, but their linebackers are real aggressive and they're punching the line as much as they can. All right. Capital playing it really tight. They got twins on the right side. Okay, in motion. All right, we got motion. We got motion. That's going to be against Capital. Right here on the outside. I saw number 53 moved. So they're going to take him back 5. That's a motion call. Wow. False start number 53 from Capital. All right, like I said at the very beginning, this is a young team for Capital. Young team. Maybe 2 seniors, and the rest of them are all the way from freshmen all the way to juniors. So this is a learning curve right now. You know, they might look a little inexperienced, but within time, look at this team to just come out and explode if and when they can. All right. Capital's got twins right. Spread formation. Mark Cardenas in motion. Handoff to Baker. Baker on his feet. He's still going up. He made up the yards plus another 5. So that was a 10-yard run for Baker. It's going to be second down and 5 with that 10-yard run. All right, Española needs to tighten up that defense over the middle. Okay, some of those linebackers have to fill in those extra gaps. All right, looked like he came straight up the B gap, which is just a basic, maybe a counter or something like that. But they also need to protect. Capital's playing a really tight offense, all right? A tight. Okay, quarterback a little off balance. Baker, same thing. He's cut over. It looks like he's close to a first down. Española needs to tighten up that defense. They can't give up these short runs, which is good. It kills time for Española, but it's not good because they're gaining yardage. So that'll be first and 10 on the 40-yard line. The Capital's on 40-yard line. All right. Baker's coming out of the game. All right, give him a little bit of rest. He's been carrying the ball several times. Athletic trainer's checking him out, though. We'll give you an update on him right now. He's got several bandages on his arm. Right now, they break number 9 in the backfield. That's Vicente Gonzalez. All right, they're playing the Twins offense. All right, that was not good. Number 89 was in motion, and the ball was snapped while he was in motion. So, miscommunication right there. That was Elias Griego, the tight end. In motion, ball was snapped, and it hit him there. That could have been dangerous. Could have been a fumble, and Española could have recovered, but it didn't. Capital still second down and 11, loss of 1 yard. Española's defense has to get tough like it did a while ago. It needs to just settle into it, fill in the gaps, and try and force the quarterback to make some mistakes. There we go. All right, Española's bringing everybody in. There's like 10 in the box. One set defensive back, and it showed right there. Okay. So Cardenas Jordan Cardenas with the reception, making over 12 yards. All right, his shoe fell off. Now he's coming offside to do it again. So you can't send everybody in and not have any coverage in the backfield. So the secondary has to stay home. You know, it's great to do a blitz like that, but you got to have somebody to stay home in case they do get that ball off. Capitals sticking to their tight formation. Twins, lone back. Here we go, hand off to Baker. He's found a hole and he's up the middle, and that's the soft spot right now. Española needs to get their linebackers to plug those gaps. Otherwise, it's going to be like this all night long. There you go. There you go. I'm hoping the coach up in the box is seeing what I'm seeing right now. And he told the coach down below, Coach, we can't be sending in our linebackers all the time because it's not going to work. They're just going to give the ball and it's going to go right over the middle. And it does. It's second down and a short, maybe 2 yards. And with that timeout, 8 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Score on the board, Española Valley 14, Capital Jaguars 6. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I'm sure Española did their adjustments. And keep your middle linebackers home so you don't give them big holes over the middle. It's that A and B gaps that they're shooting for. Once again, fake handoff, pass over the middle, incomplete. So, savior in disguise. Pass off to number 13. That's Nico Salazar. Incomplete. Went right through his hands. That'll bring it down, and that'll bring it to third down in the short, 2 yards. First down. They're in Sundevil territory. Let's see what Sundevils can hold tight right now. They need that fourth down. They need to make a good, strong hold right now. Just to make a statement saying that, you know, we're here. Now they're still back into the three-man front, but they got the linebackers threatening. And where they're threatening, it's off to the side. Quarterback keeper off to the edge. Pachicha on his feet. He gets a first down and a couple extra on the outside. So it's 1st and 10. Sun Devil territory. Ball is on the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 37. All right. Time is ticking down. 7 minutes, 50 seconds, more or less, till halftime. Capital has the ball. They've had the ball for several minutes already, just eating up the clock. Española has to keep Capital away from the end zone. They cannot let him score, or they should not let him score. All right, Capital with their twins. Now they got the split backs in the backfield. And it's a handoff to Baker. He's off and around the corner. And he's caught at the line of scrimmage, but he still managed to get a few more yards upfield. So that was a gain of about 3 yards. That'll give him second down and 7. We're coming down to 7 minutes till halftime. Capital quarterback is getting his directions from the sideline back to the huddle. Española needs to tighten down that line of scrimmage. They need to tighten down really hard. They don't have defensive ends, so they need to have those outside linebackers really control and contain on the outside. And the middle, you got 2 linebackers that threaten blitz all the time. It's not going to work several times. Bachicha back to pass, has an open receiver, and it's taken. All right, that was an excellent defensive play right there. All right. Excellent defensive play. Number 6, Cody Trujillo. Cody Trujillo, good defensive backfield play. That's what a cornerback or a safety should do. Watch over the receivers and take away any kind of play that they can. That stops the clock. 6 minutes, 28 seconds till halftime. Capital needs something right now. They're still 3rd and 7 right now. Pass play isn't out of the question. So Española has to look for pass. They got trips left. You got Cardenas on the outside, so technically I would assume he'd go towards Cardenas at a quick screen. And he's going down deep. A pass is thrown, and it's broken up once again. This Española defense is really tightening up. And that's number 6. Again, Cody Trujillo. Cody Trujillo, he's a sophomore. He's really doing some good defensive back. Let me call you later. I'm doing the game. Okay, coming right back. I had a phone call, but I had to tell him I'll be right back with you. Gotta prioritize what you're doing. And my priority right now is calling Sundevil football. Capital desperate right now. 4th down, they're going for it. Ball is snapped, looking downfield, and the ball is out, and nobody home. All right, quarterback is hit as he releases the ball. No, it's not roughing the passer or anything like that too. It's just good, clean football defensive-wise. And with that 4th down, Española gets a 1st down and 10 with the changeover. 1st and 10 for Española, and they've got 6 minutes to actually make another score. Could that be 21? Yes, it could. But they need to play smart, and they need to have good plays going up for them right now. And coaching staff on the Capital side is not happy. They are not happy. Okay, see them on the sidelines, really, really upset. But this is football. This is what you signed up for. All right, Española in twins, single back. Primero with the ball. Hand off, but there's a whistle prior to flag on the play. Whistle prior to the snap, so the dead ball. Illegal motion on Española, so it's going to take him 5 yards back. So it's going to be 1st and 15 on the 30-yard line. 1st and 15 on the 30-yard line. Not that big of a deal, but let's see. All right, they're set. Their trip's right. Single back. All right, whistle again. Looks like they're getting overexcited. They're not getting set. Illegal motion. Okay, Sundevils need to settle down. That's 5 more yards. That's 20. 1st and 20. You don't want to dig yourself a hole, especially right before halftime. And even if you go to 4th down and you're going to have to kick, you're giving Capital an advantage right now. You're giving them all the time in the world. But let's see, Primero coming back with the signals from the sideline. Española just needs to play heads-up ball right now. These little mistakes can be very costly. So it's trips right. Single back. Primero gets the ball. He's looking to the outside. Throws the ball, and it's intercepted. Intercepted at the 40-yard line by number 7, Alex Sandoval. So Capital gets the ball on their own 40-yard line, on the Sundevil 40-yard line, threatening for a touchdown. So just like that, it can happen. And it did happen. 1st and 10 on the Sundevil 40-yard line. Capital knocking on the door. Española's defense has to lock down right now and hold for the 4 downs. 6 minutes till halftime, which is not what you want to look forward to. But now they're on defense. They need to settle down, and they need to have the good game plan. Okay, Capital on a stack, slot position. All right, snap, bad snap, all the way back to the 50, all the way back, and Bachicha recovers the bad snap way back on the 45-yard line. So that's going to put them deep in the hole. That send them back 15 yards. So it's going to be second down and 25 on Capital's 45-yard line. All right, bad snap. It does happen, and you saw it just like that. It can happen quick. Where they were knocking on the door, now they got to sit back and recompose themselves. Clock is ticking down. Coming close to 5 minutes. And Capital's playing trips, but it's really tight formation. They're not spread out. Española defense, all right. It's a quick screen to his running back who was 3 feet away from him. And he's immediately taken down, and that's a loss of another 10 yards. So from being what was a interception to being backed up all the way in the hole right now, that's third down and about 30 yards. We'll just say that. 25, 28, close to 30 yards. All right, that play looked like it was a broken play. Quarterback didn't know where to go. His running back, who was a blocking back, was right in the position, and he just threw it to him. Well, let's see what they can do out of this. It's third and a long 28, close to 30 yards. Española's defense playing really, really tough. And Bachicha's all set alone. It's an open formation. It's caught, but he didn't go very far. He's caught at like the 42-yard line, 42, 43-yard line. So that's still going to bring it up to fourth down with about 25 yards to go. Capital, who had an opportunity, kind of fumbled it away. They got a kick, but they could have had an opportunity to take it in for another quick 6 or something. But mistakes do happen. It's a young team, and they're going with that. All right, lone receiver in the backfield, Michael Maestas receiving for Española. Kicker, Daniel Montague. Kick is off, and it's down. It's a knuckleball, but it's getting distance. It's all the way down to the 20-yard line. Capital will down it at the 20-yard line. First and 10 on the 20-yard line for Española with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left till halftime. It's a game, ladies and gentlemen. It's a game. It looked like Capital was going to come out and just dominate. They were on the board first. A kickoff return and a quick side pass to the outside, and it's a different game. And then Española settled down, scored two unanswered touchdowns. So let's see what Española can do within 3 minutes and 27 seconds. We got something wrong with the clock. It's counting down. They're going to have to stop. It went from 3 minutes and 27 seconds to 1 minute. They looked like they had the timeout. They had the timeout countdown. But there was no timeout. So we got to let the clock run down. It's 30 seconds. Players are set. They're ready, and this can really take away momentum from a team. When there's a technicality in the IT section.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. They just.
Now it's at D57.
All right, here we set. Right now, 3:57. Well, I thought it was 3:27 a while ago, but 3:57 is okay. Española in offense right now. They got twins set up. Primero calling. Keys back to pass. He's looking, but they're blitzing from the outside. Pass is complete. All right. Benny Trujillo all the way down to the 35, 36-yard line. But you got to wait for the chain gang to move. It's first and 10 on the 36, and Española 36. All right, they're moving down the field right now. First and 10 on the 36. Okay, Española offense, they're going to the trips formation, trips right. Single back in the backfield. That's Santiago Trujillo. Okay. Okay, Primero gets the ball looking downfield. Quick screen over the middle right now to Benny Trujillo. And looks like he's up to another first down. Close to midfield. Close to the 48. 49-yard line. First and 10 on the 49-yard line. Española can maintain those short passes. Just quick over the middle. It doesn't take a 50-yard pass or a 30-yard pass. Those little ones, they will get you the yardage. It will give you the time and everything else. Okay, Española trips left this time. Trips left. They're using the field. Okay. Like they would say, strong left, trips left. Okay, Primero with the ball, looking to the outside to his single receiver on the outside, and it's broken up. That was a great defensive move right there. And that's number 13, Nico Salazar, breaking up the pass. Ball intended for Michael Maestas, number 4, but it was broken up at the last minute. That stops the clock. 2 minutes and 21 seconds till halftime. Española 14, Capital 6. All right, Española taking their time. Primero getting the signals from the coach on the sideline. He's back in the huddle. All right, they break the huddle. They're coming out to the line of scrimmage. All right, trips left. All right, strong side formation. Lone setback and handoff to the opposite side. Capital's defense collapsed, but there was a flag on the play. As soon as the play started, there was a flag on the play. Okay, the officials conferring what was going on. This came all the way from the side judge on the Española side. We're waiting for the referee to give the signal of what happened. Okay, legal motion. Española, that's going to take him. It was declined. Illegal formation was declined. So they're going to bring it third down. Third down and 12. Both penalties were declined. First 2 minutes and 14 seconds. Española setting up. Their trip left. Lone back. That's Santiago Trujillo. Lone receiver, number 7, Cody Cofina on the outside. He scored one of their touchdowns. Let's see if they don't isolate him. And with that, pass over the middle, which is intercepted again. All right. And he's caught from behind. The interception, and here comes the rain again. Boy, that looked like a cloudburst as soon as he threw that ball. Interception, Enrique Abeta for Capital. So that gives Capital 1 minute and 48 seconds to score. And this rain just came down. Boom. Let's see if we can finish the game. Okay, so with that interception, it takes them all the way down to the 35. They're going to mark it back because of a penalty. They're right at midfield at the 50-yard line. First and 10 at the 50-yard line for Capital after that interception. Española's defense has been playing really tough. They've been holding this team together play after play. Let's see if they can hold them now till the end of first quarter, regroup, and readjust their offense and defense. They need it right now because there's little mistakes that they're making that they shouldn't be. Okay, Capital breaks the huddle. Spread formation. They're twins with 2 slots. Okay, you got slot right. Single back and a handoff to Baker over the middle, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage, but yet they push him for a yard. Handoff to Baker, but they give him a yard because they pushed him into it. 2nd down and 9. Okay, that's what Española needs to do. They need to tighten up on defense, but they need to push the running back the other way. Not push him for a gain, push him for a loss. And everything should just fall into the right spot. We're coming down to 1 minute and 10 seconds. Capital taking their time. They should actually be in a hurry formation at this point. They're under stack offense, which is trips, but it's in a slot set. Okay, handoff to Baker over the middle again. He stopped at the line of scrimmage, and he's taken down behind. That's the defense they need to show up with. That is the defense. Not giving him yardage, taking it away from him. Okay, we've got a timeout. 49 seconds left in this first half. Score on the board is Española Valley Sundevils 14, Capital Jaguars 6. And the rain did come down. It's coming down right now. All right, could it be a factor for this second half? Could it be right now? Ball's on the 50-yard line. We'll come back here in a bit. Here we go. We'll break the huddle. Teams are back on the field. Española's defense needs to get really tough right now. They've already stopped the run twice, giving them a yard and taking it away. But right now, Capital's in their tight slot. Trips left. All right. Quarterback looking down. He's got a man downfield open, and he underthrows him for an incompletion. That brings it to 4th down. All right. His coach going to go for it. All right, Coach Salazar has a big, is he going to go for it? He's going to kick. It looks like he's going to kick. He's sending a kicker out, which is number 88, Daniel Montague. So they're going to kick it. Let the half wind down, 44.4 seconds. Yes, 0.4 of a second. Okay. Lone back. Michael Maestas, the kick is off. It's going. He fields it at the 20-yard line. Didn't call fair catch, and they pushed him back all the way to the 17-yard line. It didn't look like a fair catch, so there's no penalty. I think he didn't get his arm up on time, but he caught it. Didn't drop it, and it looks like they may call it back. And it looks like, I didn't catch it, but it looks like, no, roughing the kicker. Yeah, roughing the kicker, which was just actually just the lesser of the two. You got roughing the kicker, which is actually a very awful penalty. You got running into the kicker, which will give you minimal yardage. And then you just got your accidental running into the kicker, which could get some yards, but the kicking team, the receiving team will keep the ball, which in this case, yes, the receiving team will keep the ball. Española 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line with 35 seconds. All right, couple of plays, or they can use victory formation and just let the clock run and go into the second half and then come back out, regroup and come back out. They're in a tight formation right now. All right, basic handoff, end around to the outside. Benny Trujillo on the end around. He's caught several yards behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to let the clock run down. Okay, maybe one play. If not, it's not like they're going to get a delay a game because they still had more time on the. Going to go to halftime. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Halftime with score on the board. Española Valley High School, Sundevils 14, Capital Jaguars 6. All right, so we're going into halftime right now. We'll take a break. Let's see. Both teams have to go in and readjust their strategy because for one team it's not working and the other team they need just to buckle down and straighten out whatever they're doing. So for there, we'll give it at that. Just a quick announcement for Española Valley for those of you who are listening. The athletic department is hosting a 4-man scramble golf tournament at Toa Golf Course October 4th. And they're still looking for teams and whole sponsors. For more information, contact the athletic director, Coach Fulgenzi. If you're interested, you can come up, pick up a flyer from the press box. This is the Española when I do my announcing there. But yes, just contact the school, 753-7357. That's the front office, and they'll direct you to the athletic department. For right now, let's just take a break, take a drink of water, because there's plenty coming down, or whatever you want to do. Concession stand is wide open, so eat, treats, sweets, and everything else. Catch you in 14 minutes. Catch you back. Good day. game time, but it seemed like there was a downpour. It just all of a sudden, boom. And we're looking at it right now. The teams, they want to play. They want to play, but you know the interesting fact right now that was being talked up in the booth? Española fans are not moving. They're staying there. They're backing up their team. You can see some Capital players, fans who have already packed it up and left. Española has got some hardy, good fans, which is great, awesome. You want to see that. And yeah, they're starting to warm up right now. 1 minute, 20 seconds. We'll come back to you here in a bit like that too, but just a quick observation. Notice, and we shall return. Catch you here in a few. They got an extra 2 minutes to complete their warm-ups and everything else before we start third quarter. Let's put it fresh, 12 minutes. Looks like the officials are talking to the sideline. No clock. Yeah, there you go. They put on an extra 3 minutes to add additional warm-up. That's usually the protocol. You get your regular standard time, then an extra 3 minutes to settle into it and everything else like that too. So right now, let's see. So Española kicked the ball off in the first half, first quarter, the first kickoff. So it looks like Capital should be kicking off this time. Let's see how that works. Yeah. Capital's going to be kicking off. Capital's going to be kicking off to Española. Looks like there's. Okay, well, I still have to drive to Española, and then our 2 additional personnel have to drive all the way to Taos. So hopefully, they get safe ride. They get everything going good for them, and we can all make it home safe. Even the teams, buses have to roll. The people live here in Española. Hopefully the streets aren't getting flooded and everything else. Okay, we're just waiting for the clock to count down. 1 minute, 20 seconds. We'll be right back. All right, we're down to 1 minute. Teams are lining up. Española will receive the ball. Capital will kick off. In the back to receive the ball for Española, we've got Cody Cofin, Michael Maestas, and Benny Trujillo. We're set to receive the ball. Kicking off for Capital will be Mr. Montague. Daryl Montague, number 88. All right. These officials are getting very soaked. Hope they don't get sick. But it's that time of year. Okay, we got the whistles getting ready to go. They're put 12 minutes on the clock. So we got 12 minutes. Third quarter coming up It's 9:30 at night. By this time, everything's done. We're home asleep. Or trying to get to sleep. All right, there. Everything's ready. Kick is off. It's a knuckleball straight over the middle. Who's going to take it? Take it at the 5-yard line. That's Michael Maestas. He's juking, running, going, and he makes it all the way close up to the 30-yard line. So that was a good run. Gain of a return of about 15, 20 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line. All right. So Española went into halftime, regrouped. Hopefully they did the situations and said who's who can do what, and they regained their composure. They did very well in the first quarter, most of the second quarter, and then they started making mistakes. So here we go, Española setting up on their twins. All right. They got twins, lone back, and it's a handoff to Santiago Trujillo, and he's caught behind the line of scrimmage. No blocking. Española cannot let that happen. You got to block. You can't let the defense come through. So lost a yard. It could have been a lot worse, but line has to be steady. They need to block. They need to play great. Let's see what Coach Holbrook has up his sleeve. Is he going to run? He's going to pass. He's done that RPO, that run pass option, and they're twins again. Lone setback. All right, that's number 3, Santiago Trujillo. Okay, we got Maestas in motion right now, and it's an end around right now, and he cuts up around the edge, and he's still on his feet, and he's taken down at the 30-yard line. All right, gains about 6 yards. So he's all the way up to the 31-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 7. All right, taking their time, moving the ball really slow, but they're moving the ball forward, not backwards. First play was a fluke. Let's see if they can make a 1st down off this one. They need to keep steady with that short pass that brought him success in the first half. Let's see, here we go. Change of the offense right now. You got a stack with a slot to the left. Lone receiver on the outside, which is Colfin. Primero back. It's an end around. It's kind of like a mini reverse to Benny Trujillo, and he comes right straight to the line of scrimmage and gets minimal yardage. That'll bring 4th down.
Number 1, Benny Trujillo.
That's going to make a 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5. They're moving the ball, but they're just not getting no yards. Actually, 4th down. Kicker's out. Okay, Ariel Quintana set to kick the ball on a punt. Capital has 4 down linemen. Single receiver set back, and that's... All right. Trick play went wrong. Bad snap. And Española will pay the price. All right, we got a player down. And that's the kicker. Kicker is down. Ariel Quintana. So we got both teams down on the knee right now, out of respect for the injured player. And the injured player is their kicker, number 8, Ariel Quintana. He's a sophomore, so he's got time to play. But any injury at this time is not a good one. They've had his helmet off. Assessing the situation, the athletic trainers are on the spot. So let's give him a little bit of time to regain his composure. He's getting up. He's on his feet. He's a little dizzy, drowsy, but that'll entail the concussion protocol right now. If there's any second guessing, any doubt, he'll probably have to sit out. Then 10 days until he comes back and is checked out by a certified athletic trainer, physician, even if he is, or if there's any suspicion, he needs to be out. And I think that's what they're doing right now. They're going to take it to the bench, get a good assessment of him, make sure he's okay, and Capital will take over on that miscue punt. So it's 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line for Capital. The Jaguars will first down. They're within striking distance right now. They came out on fire in the first quarter. Same thing happened. They came out, scored really quick within the first 5 minutes, and it looks like it could happen again right now. Española's defense needs to hold tight. They need to contain on the edge. They need to fill in the gaps. All right, they're a little bit too anxious. That's probably an offsides on number 33, Dylan Sandoval. Too anxious, trying to get in there.
Foul is encroachment against the Sundevils.
Española just does not need to make too many mistakes, and right now that's getting them closer to the goal line. Takes them all the way to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. So Española just needs to maintain, and if they're going to blitz, do it while you can. Don't be over anxious. All right, handoff over the middle to the edge on the outside. Baker's going, and he's stretching it to the sideline, which is not going anywhere. He made a gain of a few yards, but he stretched it to the outside, and it took it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play. Let's see what happens. Are they going to take it back, or more times than not, it's a holding call. Okay, problem now is quarterbacks. The ball is wet. They need to holding call against Capital, which negates the first down, brings them all the way back down, plus 2 yards. So it's 1st and 12. Ball is on the 28-yard line. Okay, they're in Española territory right now. They went from good yardage, now simple mistakes, penalties, and it'll cost you a game if you make too many of them. Right now, Española needs to tighten up on defense. Single setback for Capital, and it's a fake. Quarterback keeper on the edge. He's not fooling anybody. They caught him behind the line of scrimmage all the way to the 30-yard line. Didn't fool anybody. The cornerbacks came in as soon as they saw that he had the ball, and he lost. So right now it's first down, 2nd down and 15 with the quarterback keeper, which didn't work. Española's defense, their defensive ends, their outside linebackers need to contain, and what they're doing right now, keep him from the outside, getting any yardage or anything that can spell disaster. All right. Española looking very, very tough right now. Their nose, number 55, is really just causing havoc over the middle and the outside on the edge. Okay, quarterback handoff to Baker up the middle. Okay, they're busting too many yards. And that brings it 3rd down and 10. Third down and 10 on the 26-yard line. So Capital trying to advance to get them close to the goal line, trying to score on their first possession like they did the first quarter. Española, three-man front, but they got linebackers that are coming in at will. Quarterback back to pass. Nobody around. He's scrambling. He's on his feet. He's throwing it, and nobody in the area. Okay. Nobody in the area. That technically could have been intentional grounding, but it's 4th down. 4th and 10 on the 27-yard line. So Capital with a big decision right now. Do they keep it? Do they try and get a field goal? What do you do if you're Coach Salazar? And all right, we had an official timeout. Just one of the players could tie their shoes, and we resume. All right, Capital looks like, I think they're going for it. Yes, indeed. They're going for it. You got Bachicha in the backfield with Baker, and Baker's been running great. That line's been opening holes. It's trips right. And it's a quick screen pass to the outside, and it's dropped. And that will be turnover on downs. Turnover on downs for 7 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Score on the board, Española Valley 14, Capital Jaguars 6. And just tiny little mistakes, penalties, drop balls, miscommunication, so on, is what's holding. So Española 1st and 10 on the 27-yard line. Let's see what they can accomplish at this time. All right. They're in a spread formation, twin receivers, single back on the outside, which is Maestas. Handoff to Maestas right over the middle and not going anywhere. That line just got pushed back into the backfield. So it's a loss on that situation right there. Running game not really doing good. Line not doing their job. They're getting stood up and pushed back, which is not a good sign for offensive linemen. But let's see what they can do. If they can hold a little bit for the passing game to come around, which they've been very successful. Very successful in their pass game. They've taken Capital out of their game by throwing those short screens, the short post plays and stuff like that. So let's see what's happening right now. Española. They're in a twin set right now. Single back, Santiago Trujillo. Primero back to pass. He takes the ball to the outside. And he's caught at the line of scrimmage trying to gain some yardage, but no go on that situation. So that brings it up to third down.
For Capital, number 7, Dakota Abbott.
Third down and 10. Just brought it right back up to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what Española can do now. Okay, clock is running 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. There we go. They got trips left. Single back, Santiago Trujillo. Cody Cofina, lone receiver on the other side. Primero back to pass. Looking towards Cofina. Oh, he slipped. The ball slipped. And it's intercepted on the 20-yard line, taken all the way down. Taken all the way down to the 20-yard line. But there's a flag on the play. Primero is down. And that could be roughing the passer. All right, Primero is down. Quarterback from Española. All right, nobody. There goes the athletic trainer out to check him out. Everybody's down on the knee, just out of respect for the injured player. They lose Primero. I'm not sure what quarterback will come and replace him. I saw a few players throwing passes in warm-up, but you hate to lose a player, even if it's just for any time. Penalty was declined. It will stay. So with the interception, that will stand. The interception, it'll be 1st and 10 on the 24. Capital. Española's defense needs to really tighten up. Primero is really slow getting on his feet. He's limping, holding his right arm. That's his throwing arm. Oh, my goodness, that's a good loss. That's a bad loss. That's a bad loss if Primero can't come back. We'll see who the backup is when they do come in and give you the information when it does. So both teams are back on their feet. Capital in their huddle. They're 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. This is their chance to score. And they've been having success with the run, which means Española's defense has to tighten up.
The ball starting at Española's 21-yard line.
First and 10 on the 20-yard line in Sundevil territory. Capital. They got a slot formation, trips, slot right. Now they move it to the other side. All right, so they got. All right, whistles going on all over the place. We got some confusion going on.
Call is delay a game against Capital.
Delay a game. Puts him back 5 yards. Delay a game. Go figure. But anyways, that's 1st and 15 on the 25-yard line for Capital. Española's defense. Like I said, they're over anxious with their linebackers. They can't be blitzing and showing blitz every single play. They need to be a little more cautious about that. Capital has slot trips left. Single receiver out to the right side. And it's a quick handoff to Baker. Baker running to the outside, and he's caught at the line of scrimmage. Right there, Maestas. Colfin. Colfin with the first hit to bring him down. Went around the edge, got a yard or two. Flag on the play in the backfield. These penalties are just building up and building up and building up. And when you got a massive amount of penalties, it just makes for a long game. It's against Capital. Holding. With the rain, it makes it sloppy. And then when you start getting a little bit too complacent and too worried about the rain instead of worrying about your assignment, that makes for mistakes and penalties. And that's what we're having right now. The clock is moving really slow. 5 minutes, 11 seconds. And it's 1st and 25. 1st and 25 on the 35. Although this is Sundevil. Well, Sundevils look like they're not really ready on defense, and there's a fumble. Bad snap, fumble. Looks like Española recovered. Española did recover. So Sundevil ball on a bad snap. The weather is playing a big factor. The ball's getting slippery. You can't keep it dry. So it's going to be slippery. It's going to be hard to adjust to it. Let's see if Primero comes back into the game. I don't see anything that he is. Primero went out. Now he's coming back in. He's calling the shots. All right, that's toughness right there. 90% is mental toughness, and yes, you got to pick yourself back up and you got to get back into that game and lead your team. Quarterback, you are the leader. You need to come back and you need to show them that, all right, I'll take a hit, but I'll come back. Española changing their offense right now. They're playing a tight offense, all right? It's a stack offense, which they got 3 running backs in the backfield. They're going to run the ball, and they do it right over the middle. All right, and that's a safe. That is a safe offense right there. Okay, run the ball, keep it, and you can see the runner held onto it really tight. And that was number 82. He's in the backfield. He's running the ball. That's Leonard Martinez. I thought I'd seen him on the sideline, but no, Leonard Martinez is really tough running back from last year. And 82 says Leonard Martinez, the athlete. And they're back in the same formation, all right? Single receiver on the outside. And same thing. All right, whistle. We probably got an illegal motion. It took too long to transpire. The play just took too long.
The false start against the Sundevils.
So there you go. False start. Illegal motion. And that brings them back 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Ball's going to be on the 37-yard line. So mistake after. They're signaling the clock. The clock is moving. Okay. Española going into that run formation right now. They're playing it really tight, playing it safe. They got tight end on the right and a slot out to the left. 3 running backs. And back again to Martinez, and he's just bullying straight ahead like he did last year for the runs. And I can see what coach is doing right now. He's running the clock, playing it safe, run the ball. There's already been several interceptions, and you don't want to have that happen again. Capital, fortunately, didn't do anything, didn't convert on those interceptions. So play it safe for right now. Run the ball. kill the clock and keep the time going on. It's third down and about 7 yards to go. Ball's on the 41-yard line. Española taking advantage of the ball. Okay, now they split it out to a spread formation. You got twins. Set back Santiago Trujillo. And Primero looking to the outside, and he throws past Maestas. Incomplete. That'll be 4th down, 7. Ball's going to be on the 42-yard line. 4th down, that's going to bring out the kicker. Okay, officials are discussing something that happened, or there was a timeout. No? I didn't see no signal of who called timeout or what, but the players are on a knee like there was an injury. I can't tell, but it's 4th and 7. Española has the ball. It looks like it's a kicking possibility, but it's a timeout. I just see all the players down like there's an injury. I can't see any injured players. Okay, whistle back. Teams are going back onto the field. So it was a timeout. Just didn't catch it. You know, I didn't see what was going on. And you got the replacement kicker because Ariel Quintana had gotten injured. So we got Santiago Trujillo. Looks like he's going to be kicking the ball. Santiago Trujillo looks like he's the backup kicker. He gets the ball out to the outside and he kicks the ball, and it comes up, and it's not a bad kick. It's all the way down to the 40. Goes out at the 38-yard line. So Capital will take 1st down and 10 on the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. And the clock down to 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Score on the board. Española Valley 14, Capital 6. All right. Nobody has scored for quite a long time. It's been, struggle with penalties and turnovers and everything else. So let's see what this is going to bring out right now, okay? All right, the official is making sure everybody's safe. He's going to call him ready to play. We're on a little bit of standby right now. Capital coming out on trip from, actually they're loading up the box on the other side. They got 4 receivers, all right, quads. Empty set, and he throws to the lone receiver on the left side. It's incomplete. And it looks like it was intended for Enrique Beta, and he looks like he may have strained something. He's limping off the field. So Beta, the intended receiver, is coming off. It looks maybe a cramp. But that stops the clock. 2 minutes and 28 seconds. That was quads to the outside. 4 eligible receivers on the outside. And 1 lone receiver, which was isolated on the outside. There we go. Capital back into a two backfield. And it's just a complete handoff to Baker, and he's over the outside, and he's caught right at the line of scrimmage, but Española didn't take him down immediately. They need to brush up on their tackling skills. For one, they're giving him yardage when they had him behind the backfield for a loss, and that's not good. But anyways, it brings it 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6, ball on the 40-yard line for Capital. Española's defense holding really tough, and the clock will go down. So Española set up on defense. 3-man front with linebackers coming up in. Ball is snapped, and it's fumbled, but it's picked up by Bachicha. Bachicha keeps his own ball. That'll bring him back to 4th down, and it will get way back. So the kicking team coming out, Daniel Mongi going to kick the ball. Española's defense held tight, but turnovers, mistakes, everything else because of the rain or whatever else it is, that's adding to the factor. 1 minute, coming up close to 1 minute right now. Then we'll get into the fourth quarter. But right now, getting ready to kick is Montague. Getting set to receive it is Benny Trujillo for Española. The kick is off. It's a knuckleball. It's going to bounce, bounce, bounce. Capital's running straight to it, and it's going to be down at the 21-yard line.
It'll be Sundevils ball. Starting at the 21-yard line.
Down at the 20-yard line, but number 10, Edward Portillo. All right. Could it have gone a little bit further? Maybe. But better safe than sorry. Just, it could have been that he's barely sophomore, junior. That could have just been a mistake. So Española takes over 1st and 10 on the Capital 22-yard line. Okay, Española set in the twins formation, which means 2 receivers on each side. Lone setback, Santiago Trujillo. Primero looking back, throwing over the middle, and it's almost picked off. The pass was for Trujillo, and he overthrew it, and it was almost picked off. Enrique Abeta almost had that picked off and could have given Capital really good field position. 2nd and 10 on the 22-yard line. Española bit the bullet on that one, but they came out great because it didn't get intercepted, and they still have the ball. Okay, let's see for formation Española is going to come out on. Okay. They got split, twins, 2 receivers on each side, lone back. Benny Trujillo in motion, gets the ball around the corner and gains a few yards. Kicking time off the clock. We're coming into 30 seconds, which should be the last play of the third quarter. If Española just kind of lets it go without getting a delay penalty, which no, they start at 40 seconds. So technically they can let the clock run all the way down and go into the fourth quarter. So far it's been a game of penalties, mistakes, and other things that are factors into this game. But both teams have held tight. They've held strong. They haven't given up. They've played really great, and they'll go down. And that's it. That's the end of the third quarter. We got 12 more minutes of good, exciting football, which is fourth quarter. I don't see it, but I know when I was coaching, and most coaches I do right now would have their players with a 4 in the air, signifying the fourth quarter. And this is do or die. Either you're going to play your heart out, or you're just going to give it all up. We'll be back. Here we go as we start fourth quarter. 12 more minutes left in this game, and the score is Española Valley 14, Capital 6. All right, Española set up an offense. All right, they're going back to the run game. They got multiple backs, and it's an end around to Cofin. Cofin taking it into the outside. He's got room. He's gone. He's got speed, and he's still on his feet at midfield. He's juking everybody, still on his feet, and he's all the way down to the 30-yard line. Kev Cofin. Cody Cofin all the way down. He took that ball on an end around, and there's a flag here at the end of the play, and Cofin is down, cramping. It looks like they're stretching him out. But let's wait for the signal on the field. That could add more yardage to the play. All right, Kofi's still moving around. It's his calf. He's looking at his calf muscle. Okay, they're taking a quick look at it. I think it's just a basic cramp. You know, sometimes these kids just don't hydrate good enough before the game, and it shows. Everybody's down on the knee. It's kind of like an unofficial timeout where you need to get off the way and stuff. So it's a basic cramp. He needs to go to the sideline, get hydrated, put some fluids into his system. You know, a shot of pickle juice, mustard, something with a lot of saline in it, a lot of sodium. So while we're taking this break right now, just a few updates of what's going on, what's happening around the world so far, or what's coming around close to us, what we've been watching and stuff. Several games have been being played tonight in the area. Let's see McCurdy. Let's see if there's any scores for McCurdy. All right, it's Tucumcari 42, McCurdy 7. So it looks like McCurdy struggling early on in the season. They it says 10 minutes, but I think it's probably already finished. Tucumcari will take the win. McCurdy 7. That's one score that came out. Let's see if we can find some of the other ones. The interesting one I would like to see is probably the Robertson Santa Rosa.
Flag was personal foul against Capital.
Final Santa Rosa 8, Robertson 0. Santa Rosa's for real, you know. My goodness. Coach Chavez, one of my good friends. I had him as one of my all-star coaches when I was coaching North-South. But let's get back into the action. Española lining up in the run formation. 3 backs. In the backfield, you got Sandoval, number 33, number 22, and then Leonard Martinez. So you got Leonard Martinez on the outside. Lead blocker, Sandoval. He's cutting around the corner, around the edge. And he stopped for 1 yard gain. Flag on the play. So with a run play like that to the outside, a sweep on the outside, 9 times out of 10, you got a holding call. And there you go. Holding call against Española. It's going to bring him back another 10, 15 yards. So it's still going to be first down and that'll be like first down and 20. So Española using their run formation, you can tell when they come out with 3 backs. And their 3 backs are Dylan Sandoval, Leonard Martinez, and Javier Garcia. The 3 backs coming out in the backfield. Clock is moving because that technically didn't have to stop the clock. Española going back into their pass offense, which is trips left, single on the side. And Primero looking back. He throws the ball, he airs it out. It's down and intercepted. Intercepted again, and that's within the 10-yard line. Unless he dropped it. I couldn't see, but it looks like Española is still on offense. So he dropped it. Not an interception. He dropped it. So that'll be 2nd and 20. Española bit the bullet on that one. And they came out. Now let's see what they can do with it. Now clock stops at 10:47. Okay, Española coming out into their passing formation. They got trips left. 3 receivers to the left side. Single receiver on the side, Kofi. Primero gets the ball, back to pass, looks out to the side to the isolated receiver. And it's Kofi all the way to the very corner. They're within the red zone right now, which means they're close to scoring. They're within the 5-yard line. 1st and goal within the 5-yard line. All right, let's see where the yard marker's set up at. It looks like it's right on the 3-yard line. 1st and goal on the 3-yard line. You know, a couple of good run plays could get you in there. Plus, it'll be working the clock, killing the time. Let's see what Española is going to do. It looks right now they're going to their run formation. Run heavy with Sandoval, Martinez. And there's a snap. It's quarterback keep. He's up the middle. He gets a few yards, but it's still short. That'll be a second down and goal on the 1 yard line. Second goal on the 1 yard line. Primero just kept it. Quarterback keeper up the top. No good. Didn't get in the end zone, but he did get a yard. Let's see what Española's do again. So with those run plays, it's killing the clock, and it's also giving them time to wear down that defense. And that's what they've been doing all night. They're just wearing down that defense. All right, they're back into the run heavy. Number 22 on the outside, and it's close. It's right, stopped on the line. And that was Leonard Martinez bulldogging his way. He's right there, and it's third down. Technically, they just keep doing the same thing. Punish him right up the middle. First and goal on the 1 yard line. All right, okay. Capitals taking a timeout. They got to discuss it. They got to set up some kind of defense to goal line defense. You put everybody in the box and stop that run play. Otherwise, if they don't adjust, technically they could just run it right up the middle because that's where it's soft so far. But we shall see. Okay, let's see if we have any information on that. There was one injured player, which was Ariel Quintana. We got Michael Maestas on the sideline right now, which he should be in there. That's one of the key players that, you know, has gained a lot of yards, made some key catches. He's just a true athlete that should be in there right now, but he's on the sideline. Let's see if he doesn't come back and kind of finish off. Okay, Española coming back into the run formation with Garcia, Martinez, and Sandoval. This is it. Primero keeps it, and he's up the middle, and they're going to push him in just like the Philadelphia Eagles. And guess what? Touchdown, Española.
Running by number 5.
Primero gets a touchdown. Primero gets a credit. So 8 minutes, 53 seconds. Española Valley High School 20. Capital Jaguars 6. And let's see if they're going to go for a 2-point conversion or settle for 1 point. Their kicker, Ariel Quintana, is injured. So they're going for 2. Yeah. They're going for 2. All right, they got the run-heavy offense, 2-3 backs. Quick counter over the center would have worked great, but no, they give it to Martinez over the edge, and he stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that will negate. 20, Española stays 20-6. So scores that are coming in: Santa Rosa defeats Robertson 8-0. Wow, that must have been a heck of a game. I need to talk to both those coaches and see what happened and what worked and what didn't work. Let's see if there's any score on the Taos game. Most of these games have already finished by now, so. And it is Highland 26, Taos 20, final. Taos goes to 0-3, and I don't think that's happened for quite a long time. Probably when Abreu first started coaching about 10 years ago, maybe. But Taos is 0-3 for a long, long time, and they have a very talented team. Very, very, very much. Maybe they're saving it for districts. Don't know yet. Let's go across town to see the St. Michael's score, if it's available. Nothing available. Missing score. So, they're in our same situation here. All right, set to kick. Let's see who they got kicking. Cody Cofin. And it's a knuckleball straight over the middle. It's touched by Capital, and that's not good. All right, so he picked it up and kept on going. And they're up to the 40-yard line. That was a knuckleball straight over the middle. And that was Cody Cofin. You know, I get him and his brothers mixed up. A guy called Kevin and some of the other players that have come before. But Cody Cofin was the kicker, and he kicked it knuckleball, which was almost fumbled. Capital takes over First and 10 on the 39-yard line.
The Jaguar ball at their own 39-yard line.
Capital on their own 39-yard line. First and 10 on the 39-yard line. They need to make something happen right now. Only 8 minutes left in the game, and they're down 2 touchdowns. All right, they need something really, really good. They haven't done anything since the opening kickoff, and so they're sticking with that tight formation right now. Slots, 2 slots to the outside. Single setback to Baker. All right, whistle. Somebody moved. There's a whistle. Somebody moved too early, or Española across the line. All right, offsides on Española. Their defense is getting a little bit too excited. They need to just calm down, hold the edge. They're ahead, and they need to maintain. So Capital, instant 5 yards. So it's first down and 5. You got their stack formation. Quarterback keeper looking downfield, and he's get rushed, and he's going down. He's sacked. That's a sack. Santiago Trujillo, Leonard Martinez,
Number 3, Santiago Trujillo.
and Rogelio Para. That's a new one. So we got several players that came in, rushed, sacked, and took the yards back, plus put him in the negative by 2 more yards. So it's second down and 12. Clock is running. Score is 20-6 in favor of Española. Let's see what kind of offense Capital can set up, because Española is bringing the heat. Capital, all right, they spread out the offense a little bit more. Their trips left. Single setback, which is Baker in the backfield, number 4. And it looks like he's looking downfield. The pass is up. It's just thrown, and it's broken up. That could have easily been intercepted by 2 players right there. Benny Trujillo had a piece of it, and so did Michael Maestas. Cody Trujillo was in the mix also, so it could have been intercepted right there, but it's an incomplete, and that gives them another down to play with. 7 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. 26 in favor of Española. Capital needs to find some solution that's going to actually work. Española's defense needs to stay tough. No mistakes. They can't let anything get to the outside. They got to plug up the middle gaps, and if they do all that, they should be successful. Okay, 3-man front. All right. 3-man front, but the linebackers are very aggressive. There's quads. So you know there's going to be a screenplay or some kind of pass going out that way, and he's back to pass, out, and it's caught. It is caught all the way down to the 40-yard line. And that was Josh Baker with the completion. And he was defended very closely right there. Michael Maestas, it just got right over his shoulder, and he pulled in the catch. First and 10 on the Sundevil 39. First and 10. All right, Capital needs to make something out of this, and if they do, Española just needs their defense to settle down. They need to play ball like they have been before. All right, timeout. Capital, timeout, Capital.
And Capital takes a timeout.
This gives Española a chance to regroup, resituate, resettle down. You know, they got their linebackers running all over the place, running wild, and that's, you know, can spell disaster sometimes, because you don't want to be overly aggressive. You want to be aggressive, but not overly aggressive. Their linebackers stay home. Guess what? They stop the run. They stop the pass. All right, timeout. 7 minutes, 9 seconds left in the game. Score on the board, Española 20, Capital 6. Take a quick break, get a drink of water, and we'll be right back. All right, here we go. Have a mouthful of ice, trying to talk at the same time because they did come back really quick. All right, handoff over the middle to Baker. And Baker's still on his feet. This kid, is making things happen. And if Capital goes to him more often, guess what? He's gaining yardage. He's hitting the weak spots of Española. So you got to watch out. Got to play it smart. You got to plug up those gaps in the middle, your ABC gaps. And Española looks like their linebackers are doing it, but then they're getting pushed off to the side, and it's giving them free entry. And without linebackers in the middle, you're giving it a whole big, huge pocket. So at least one of the middle linebackers has to stay home, just so that doesn't happen. All right, Capital in your spread formation. No, bad snap, and he's taken down. That's Colt Herrera coming in and just flinging the quarterback. That could have been a penalty right there, But no. But that's a loss. That's the snaps. That's a mistake. That's something that shouldn't happen. We're coming up on 6 minutes left in the game. They lost downs. It's second down and about 15, 16 yards to go. Capital in a run formation. They got splits right, splits left. There are two receivers to the outside. Split left. All right. Snap. Quarterback looking down. There is a whistle, flag. Something happened. And it looks like motion. Offsides. Española just getting too over anxious, not looking at where their position is set up. And you don't want to give yards. You don't want to give him something. You want to make him earn it. And when something like this happens, so everybody should be talking to each other, telling them, settle down. We got plenty of time to rush the passer, stop the running back, and go for it from there. Okay, Capital. All right, it looks like they're run heavy right now. Two running backs in the backfield, and two receivers out to both sides. So it's an even setup. And quarterback is back. He's looking downfield. And it's, I can't see, but looked like an interception right there, but it was knocked down. Hit the ground before he caught it. So incomplete pass is bringing the third down and 11. Third down and 11, balls on the 29-yard line. Capital has one more shot. And even at this time, maybe they'll take it on fourth down. They're already in Sundevil territory. Got to gamble. Got to go for it. It's that time of the game where you just got to put all your marbles in there and say, okay, let's do it. Española, right? Three-man defense, four linebackers, really aggressive linebackers. Capital into motion to the outside. Pass, looks up. He's got a receiver right at the 25-yard line, gains several yards, but it's still short of the first down. Española holding on as tight as they can. So that brings it up to fourth down about 5. Fourth and 5. Capital, should they go for it? Yes, they should. Why? Because there are only 4 minutes left in the game, and you're within striking territory. No sense on giving it up right now. So they're going. He's cutting the corner. He's got the first down plus more. He's still on his feet, and he's going around the edge. He's within the 5-yard line, and he's taken down at the 5. Quarterback keeper. First and goal on the 5-yard line. Quarterback keeper. He ran about 50 yards just to make the first down. Gamble? Yes. Did it pay off? Yes. Española just needs to tighten down that defense. Don't let no more scores, because then it's a one-score game. 4 minutes left. Capital in that run formation right now. They're going to stick with what's getting in there, and they got Baker over the middle. He stopped at the line of scrimmage, and this time he's pushed back. That's exactly the defense Española needs right now. Stop him at the line of scrimmage and push him back for negative yards. So it's still 2nd and goal, but they lost a yard on the 6. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. 20-6, Española's up on top. And here we go. Capital breaking the huddle. They're still in their run-heavy offense. Española on top. So there it goes for the pass to the outside, and it's intercepted. Intercepted, and Española's in control right now. Intercepted by Leonard Martinez on the 5-yard line. So any hopes of a score right now for Capital have gone down. 3 minutes left in this game. Española needs to play conservative ball. Nothing out of the ordinary. They need to run the ball, kill the clock, and take it from there. They don't need to have any penalties, any mistakes, any turnovers, nothing. 3 minutes, that's a long time, ladies and gentlemen. That's a long time. And guess what? It's already 10:25. By now, I'd be watching the news and getting ready to go to sleep, but negative. Gotta watch a game. Español going to run heavy offense. 2 backs, Michael Maestas and Santiago Trujillo. Handoff goes to Maestas. He's around the corner. He's up on his feet. He's still gaining, and he's close to a first down. Gain of approximately 9 yards if he didn't make the first down. And actually, the rain has stopped. It looks, wow, good little cloudburst there for a bit. 2nd down, gain of about 9 yards for Michael Maestas. So that'll be 2nd down in the short 8 yards, 2 yards. 2nd and 2. Española should stay in this run-heavy offense. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game. And yes, they are sticking to, no, they're spreading it out. They're spreading it out. It's twins, single back. They're wasting time. All right, I don't see, okay, there goes the count for a delay game. All right, end around, runner. All right, we got a flag, but that was just an end around. That's going to be a holding call. That's going to put him way deep down.
Flag on the play.
Things that should not happen are happening. Española just, like I said, needs to be conservative and take care of business and not make these crazy penalties. We got a Capital man down, number 70. All right, that's Dakota Abbott. He's a junior. Starting guard, defensive tackle.
Flag is holding.
Holding. Okay, when you gamble like that and you want to do plays that shouldn't match, you're going to get caught. So instead of having 2nd and 2 yards, you got 2nd and 12. All right, and yeah, that puts you closer to Capital's goal line. So they need to get out of this, and they need to bring the clock down. 2 minutes, 1 minute and 54 left. But you've got 3 downs left. You need to play them like these are your last downs, which they are. All right, Español coming out. They're twins left. Twins left, double backs. You got Maestas Central field, and it's all the way down to the 50-yard line.
First down on Sundevils.
All the way down. That's Cody Trujillo. Cody Trujillo with the catch, and that could possibly spell. That could spell the end of the game. They put it down on the 47-yard line. They're in Jaguar territory, and all they have to do right now is, like I say, just basic, simple runs. 3 downs, 1 minute left. There should be. All right. Española taking their time, which they should. Run the clock off as much as they can. 50 seconds and count down. Run heavy offense with Martinez in the backfield. And sure enough, there goes to Martinez, and he's getting around the corner, and it looked like a face mask, but it wasn't. He got to a line of scrimmage, maybe gained about 2 more yards, but We're right down to the countdown. It's 30 seconds.
22, Justin.
Technically, Española shouldn't even make another play right now. This is it. This is the game. And it looks like they're going to the sideline. This is it. Game is over. It's just a simple countdown right now. And congratulations to both teams. You know, hey, putting up with Mother Nature, lightning strike, and everything else like that too, putting us in a delay, putting us way back behind our bedtime, everything else. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say thank you for listening, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you at the next game when we do come back. On behalf of myself, Yvette and Noah Lopez, NativeWindsRadio.com, Awakening Productions, I'd like to say thank you. Have a good night, and we'll catch you next week, I think. We'll see. Well, we'll let you know. Stay tuned. If not, Monday, Stats and Chats with Coach G, and I'll give you the information about what happened this weekend. Good games from what I've seen. Thank you very much. Good night.